Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. My name is Daniel and today I'll be playing with Susanne.
Hello.
And we'll be showing you the arcade game Astro Runner by Attic, and it's an endless runner. And well, as the name suggests here, and we have the starting screen here, you see the background already moving from right to left. And we have the different buttons here, the play button in the middle, a rating button, and a sign in button or sign out button here for Google Play Games. And we are already signed in, and you see the different options here for achievements and the leaderboards on the right, and well, more games and a option to disable the sound on the left, as well as various social media buttons at the bottom here. And you already see, well, this sets the mood for a game already, because you see it's all in this pixel style and this is how the game presents itself. But let's just hop in the game and see how it plays here. And you already see it starts immediately into the game, and you see your little guy running here and with the obstacles and in some kind of, well, cave area, and you have the lava at the bottom and it kills you if you touch it. And well, this is the basic setup. I mean, it's an endless runner. There's, well, nothing fancy going on here. It's a typical, well, running game. And you, as I told you before, you already see the pixelated style, this retro style here. You have your main protagonist and he's just a bunch of pixels. And you could guess he's wearing some kind of suit from it, but really hard to tell. Not that much details, but this style really does not need that many details for those little things here. And he's running in some kind of cave or asteroid maybe, I don't know. And the game doesn't explain this, doesn't need to, because well, it's just a fun little game here and pretty fast paced, as you see here. And well, this is basically all there is to the basic gameplay. And you see with every run the game changes. And I'm sorry, we accidentally, well, tapped one of those ad zones here showing up. Yeah, well, with every run the game changes. The setup of the cave isn't the same with every run. It's, well, randomly generated, I guess. And well, there we have it. You see here, while you're running, you see this, well, this bar on the left side, and this is your energy. And with every docking move or every jump, you, well, use up one of those energy orbs, but you can refill them with some kind of battery, I guess, that you find on your way. So have to be careful about your energy and about jumping at the right moment. And if you run out of energy like this here, you will die as well. And yeah, I already told you, retro graphics here, really nicely done. And well, it really fits all together, really well made, and very reminiscent of older games that really used this style or had no other chance to use this kind of style. And in this sense, it's really well made. What I was missing a bit is it gets kind of the same, or it stays the same all throughout, and nothing changes much. And I would have liked to see at least some variation, a bit more going on here in the background, not just the black background, or just, I don't know, a bit more in terms of eye candy maybe. But still, really well thought out here, and in terms of graphics. And I think the same goes for sounds as well. The sounds are really fitting. You have this chiptune music in the background playing on a loop, and you have these distinct indicator sounds for jumping, for hitting the lava, for collecting the battery. And it really fits together with this retro style of the graphics really well. So yeah, really well thought out, really well put together overall. But with the sounds, there's the same thing as with the graphics. A bit more would have been, well, not necessarily better, but I think it really could push this game even further. So yeah, a bit more details, a bit more variation for the sounds as well. And well, this game could be really, well, huge actually. And in terms of controls, I mean, you maybe noticed it with every new round, you get these indicators telling you how to control the game, and it's actually really easy. You just tap one side of the screen to jump and the other side to crawl, and that's basically it. It's just those two moves you have to worry about, and the controls are really responsive, intuitive, and easy to, well, understand. And after your first run, you basically have them down, and you can run all the time without thinking actually what to do, because it's just, well, so intuitive and it works. And this is one key element that really always should be considered with this type of game. The controls need to be responsive, and they need to really work and have this crisp feeling of, well, well put together controls, or well integrated controls here. And this game really delivers on this, which is quite nice, because in comparison to other games, there are quite a lot out there, or quite a lot we looked at already, which have significantly worse controls for basically the same gameplay. So yeah, really nicely done here. And talking about other games, well, I have to talk about Originality. And I mean, it is still only a endless runner, and there are quite a lot of those already in the store. And so the basic gameplay as it is, really not that original, original of an idea. And I mean, yeah, well, there's only so much you can innovate with an endless runner, but still, there could be a bit more, I don't know, a bit more innovation going on. I mean, the thing with the batteries already is quite a new or novelty for this kind of game, but still, there are so many, well, the competition is huge. And I mean, the combination with the retro style, well, for some it might be something new, but I think it wears off pretty quickly, because there are quite a lot of games already using the retro style as well. So retro style in itself isn't something quite new in the scene, or for games, or for mobile games especially. And so the combination might seem quite new at first, but actually, well, it's basically two old ideas put together. So I wouldn't rate the originality of this game, well, high. I just put it in the lower ranks here for now. I mean, maybe with updates, there's something new coming in, and something that really, well, will set it apart from other running games. And this really needs it, because on Replayability, it has a connection to Google Play Games, as I said before, and it has this quality of this genre. And this is, well, runner games as they are quite addictive, and this one here is as well, which has it, well, it really works for its replay value. And as I told you, with the Google Play Games connection and the achievements and leaderboards, it's quite a game for completionists and competitive players, because you can always try to be better than the other people and try to get all the achievements done and play the game until you reach those goals. So this really adds to the replay value, not so much in terms of, well, or not so much when you think about the gameplay as it is, because it is always the same. And what I've thought was odd is that a lot of other runner games, well, they increase the difficulty of the level or the speed of the run the further you go, and this one does not. It stays the same throughout, and I think this is kind of odd because you're so used to this, well, mechanic of the increasing difficulty that this here seems comparatively, well, tame actually. So, well, this really, well, some kind of difficulty increase could really, well, make people play even more because they want to beat the game even more or want to beat the high difficulties. So maybe this is a lost opportunity, I don't know. But still, well, struck me kind of odd here, this decision with the difficulty. Yeah, well, I think this is basically all there is to tell about the game. It's a pretty basic runner game, quite enjoyable though, with the graphics and the sound. And if you want to read the in-depth review of it, head right over to playandroid.com. You'll find a link to the article and the final score in the video description, as well as the link to the Google Play Store where you can download Astro Runner for free. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll tune in next time. And until then, we say goodbye.